Reflection on the Feast of St. Elizabeth of Hungary. Today the Church invites us to celebrate the Feast of St. Elizabeth of Hungary, a woman whose life reminds us that true greatness is found not in status, wealth, or earthly privilege, but in a heart that loves as Christ loves. Born into royalty, Elizabeth could have lived a life of comfort and distance from the struggles of the poor. Instead, she chose a radically different path, a path shaped by compassion, humility, and sacrificial love. Elizabeth's life is a powerful witness that holiness is not reserved for the convent or the monastery. Holiness can be lived in the palace, in the family, in marriage, and in everyday encounters. She embraced her role as a wife and mother while allowing her heart to be moved by the suffering around her. She built hospitals, fed the hungry, clothed the poor, and personally tended to the sick, even when criticized or misunderstood. For her, charity was not simply something to support, it was something to live. One of the most famous stories about her is the miracle of the roses. When she was accused of using royal resources to help the poor, she opened her cloak to reveal not bread but roses, a sign that God Himself blessed her generosity. This miracle teaches us that when we give freely, without fear or counting the cost, God transforms our offering into something beautiful. St. Elizabeth's life also challenges us to examine the way we view the poor. She did not see the less privileged as burdens or projects, but as Christ Himself. She once said, "We must make people understand that the poor are Christ." Her charity was rooted in deep faith, a faith that saw every person as sacred, loved, and worthy of dignity. On this feast day, we are invited to reflect. Do we see Christ in the people who cross our path? Do we serve with joy or only out of obligation? Are we willing to give generously, even when it costs us something? St. Elizabeth reminds us that holiness is found in small acts of love, in tending to the needs of others, in noticing those who suffer silently, in offering our hands and hearts to be instruments of God's mercy. Her life encourages us to move beyond comfort and to allow compassion to lead us into deeper discipleship. As we honor her today, may we ask for her intercession, that our hearts may be softened, our hands ready to serve, and our lives shaped by authentic charity. St. Elizabeth of Hungary, teach us to love generously, serve humbly, and seek Christ in the poorest and most forgotten. Amen.